Hi, my loves. I hope we're all doing well. I hope we are all centered and just surrounded by love and peace. Yes, it is possible, divines. I am your modern day goddess, and I am just here to tap into the energy and see what guidance, just to see what shifts we can be experiencing during this week. I premeditated in the cards, and the energy is, I feel like there's a coming of some type of conflict. I feel like in the past there was some type of conflict, something where, not something, I know what it is. I feel like as a collective we were doubting in ourselves. We were doubting that good shit can happen to good people. You know what I mean, divines? Like, geez, you know the deal. You know when your heart is just so pure that why not? Why not me, Spirit? Why not me, God? And because of your purity, because of our purity, we're just in an energy of being rewarded, and therefore allowing us to be in the energy of surrendering to success, surrendering to shit can happen to good people. You know what I mean? Surrendering unhealthy relationships, toxic shit. Just releasing resistance, surrendering to miracles, releasing doubts that miracles can't happen, and just being open to God's hand in our life. So I feel collectively there's an energy of love, there's an energy of greatness, there's an energy of nobility, an energy of truth, and an energy of miracles. And because of this energy, this light energy, I feel like as a collective we're just in an energy of celebrating our rewards, celebrating this cool breeze of blessings and abundance that is flowing our way, that is surrounding us. And remember, that is purely because of you, because of the work we all have been doing, you know? So we're just in the energy of basking in the love and the energy of success and abundance, and trusting ourselves, trusting our spirit guides, trusting God's guidance, that we do have the ability to conquer any challenges that come our way, which gives us that confidence and courage to step forward on our soul's journey. So bliss energy, divines. So let's tap into the energy. What we are about to do is tap into my spirit animal deck, and then after we're going to see, as spirit, what do we need to surrender in this week's energy. And we're going to see what's the lesson and the challenge that comes with surrendering. Because you know, it's a process, especially when letting go. So we're going to see what karmic angel wants to guide us as we transition smoothly through this week's shifts in energy. And then I feel like I am going to close out with a success card, which will just help us to understand and to attain success. Did I just say that right? Success. In order to just be in good spirits, good vibes, to be happy, and to live and experience a victorious life. So let's see what's the energy this week. Spirit Ascended Masters, right? Angels, thank you so much for allowing me to tap into this collective energy. Thank you for this gift. Thank you for this blessing. And thank you for the love and abundance that surrounds me. You check. Thank you. Thank you for you beautiful souls in actually listening and vibing with me and wanting to tap into some mystery, something mystical, something spiritual, something with a higher vibration, a higher frequency, and a higher purpose. I might be batshit crazy, who knows? So definitely in the energy of miracles, success, confidence, intuitive. Let's see. Spirit Ascended Masters, what is the energy for this week? What energy as a collective we are dealing with this week, Spirit? Okay. And we got the energy of the polar bear, which is all about mystical energy. It says, know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. Know that you carry the shaman within. So I feel like intuitively, spirit, divine, you have a connection with God right now that is allowing you to expand your consciousness, open your greater vision, to see signs, to see synchronicities from God. Focusing on your priorities and just eliminating distractions. Seeing your future clearly, and just allowing yourself to ascend to this new height, to this new frequency, to this new level of self. So this I'm telling you, this week is this week has a lot of mystical energy, so expect a lot of miracles this week, divines. And even if there may be some challenges this week, because remember I said in the pre-meditation I felt like there was a calming effect. It was like a calm after a storm. I feel like there was some type of past conflict or something that was just upset, that wasn't right with your spirit, with your soul. It was just giving your spirit a fight, putting up resistance, and I feel like you are coming out of that, regaining your strength. You took time to rest, you took time to clear out your energy and just talk to God. Like, reevaluate yourself, reevaluate what's going on around you. Make sure you know what it is you want for yourself, clearing up your personal visions, and then expand it. And when I mean expand, I mean down to what you think about yourself, who you surround yourself with, what energies and what people's, places and things don't align with that vision, that success, that abundance, that happiness that you see for yourself. So let's see, in this mystical energy, as we settle in this energy of embracing our new heights, because when you experience an energy shift, it's like anything new. You take time to actually settle in the energy, to get a little bit comfortable with it. It's something new. You can't just take off. You have to test the waters out, man. See if you're really tripping. So let's see what it is we need to surrender in this mystical energy. Spirit, as a collective, what is it that we need to surrender? What do we need to surrender as a collective? So we got surrender your fear of change and surrender to divine timing. So the universe is reminding us that we are cared for always, whether we're afraid of a change in our jobs, in our relationships, in our health, or the fear of death itself. It's just being an energy of repeating the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. Divines, know that all is well. Know that you need to surrender to divine timing. Because sometimes divine timings, God's timing may differ from our timing, from our ego's timing, or from what we think our timing should be. It's like if a goal, our personal goals, isn't manifested in the time we want it or fast enough, according to when we want it, our ego. It's just being patient and trusting the universal flow. And I feel like this is gonna be sweet. We're in the energy of trust. Trusting ourselves, trusting the divine, trusting ourselves and the decisions that we have made, and not being swayed, not being distracted by anyone's opinions about what it is we choose to do with our life and what makes us happy. And we're in the energy of taking action to surrender to the fear of change, to surrender divine timing. We are in the energy of surrendering to just letting the mystical parts of life unfold before our eyes, and being confident and just trusting that we have chosen the right path, that this is truly our soul's path. So let's see what karmic angel let's see what's the lesson. Excuse me, divines. Let's see what's the lesson and the challenge. What's the lesson? What? I know it's definitely teaching us that we need to have faith and we need to trust, and believe that there is some type of higher source, higher power that, regardless of when we think things should happen, it's above our pay grade. That's above us. It's out of our hands. Like we're just learning to trust that energy more, surrendering to, change. Trusting that we are always cared for, regardless of how we perceive our situations. And I think that's what we have done too. So we are, after coming from mental conflict, we are now adapting, where we're finding our balance in this new mental space. So it's like that is the common conflict, thinking that things need to be on our time, trying to control when things should happen, when things need to be manifested, when things need to be done, should be done. That control. Just having faith. So Spirit, thank you. Which archangel, what is the lesson and the challenge in this energy? Which angel, karmic angel, what karmic lesson is being learned and cleared? This week energy. Let's see. Oh, flipped one time. Nathaniel. Number 23, broken down to 5. All about the changes, baby. All about the changes. So, I had the book in my hand and I said, Chelsea, we know you're going to forget where you put the book, so there we go. So put the book somewhere you can see it. So we got karmic angel Nathaniel, like I said, which is the angel number 23, broken down to 5, which is all about changes. And Nathaniel is all about vengeance. Nathaniel is, it says, the gift of God. In this card is that of sudden change, of wiping the slate clean and bringing a new vision, a fairy presence who pulls us into place no matter what we think about it. This card also shows that we are connected to other people at this time and must work together to the greater good. You cannot do it by yourself. So the challenge in this energy is knowing when to work by ourselves and knowing when to work with others. That is going to be the challenge this week. Is your ego and your control, and what self do you want to navigate this energy in? Do you want to approach it from an egotistical side of things and feel like you can do it on your own, whereas knowing it can benefit others by, for the greater good? It can benefit everyone involved by working together. And the lesson in this energy, that is associated with Nathaniel, is learning that sometimes we need more than we can bring. We sometimes need more than we can bring. Wow. No man stands alone, divines. So the challenge in this, the karmic challenge this week in this energy is knowing when to work with others, knowing when to be a team player, okay? And in that karmic energy, what it's teaching us is that we sometimes need more than we can bring, or we bring. We sometimes need more than we bring. That's all I'm hearing. We sometimes need more than we bring. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to pull a success card to see what wisdom Spirit would like to give us whilst in this mystical energy and surrendering the fear of change, surrendering to the divine, surrendering to universal flow, and having faith that all is well. What wisdom can you give us, Spirit, to attain and understand success in order to be happy and continue on our soul's path towards in victory, towards a victorious life? Keep surrendering to trust. Keep surrendering to trust. Keep surrendering to the fear of change. Remember, you are always protected. You are cared for always. Have faith. Have faith. Know that any conflicts, it just makes you stronger. Okay, divines? Stray away from the ego. Whatever this change is, in your relationship, in your health, in your job, whatever change you're experiencing, death, have faith that all is well. All is well. Slow down, renew your strength, adjust in the energy, expand your vision, protect your energy, and ask for help. Reach out, work in teamwork. Conserve that energy. Flow. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. So, Spirit, what wisdom? What's the tea? What you got for us? Where is the book for? Oh, there we go. hiding in the plants. Okay, Spirit. Spirit, thank you so much for this week's energy. What's the tea? What wisdom are we leaving with in this energy? What wisdom are we bringing? What's the tea? Thank you. What's the wisdom for this energy, Spirit? What's the wisdom for this energy, Spirit? Thank you. I got 2. You got the ego, which is number 28. Broken down, which is the energy of 10, the energy of 1, the energy of newness, rebirth, new beginnings. And you got the energy of it happens, which is, what number is that? 37. Another 10. This is a new beginning. This is a new beginning. It happens, the ego. So let's see. The ego, it happens. So I feel like, I'm not going to read it yet. So I feel like what Spirit is saying, I feel like what's going on is the ego is simultaneously, you're consciously aware of your ego. When your ego is, you're so present that I feel like you know when your ego is taking place. Like, for example, I serve on the side. I'm a server. So there's I have a coworker, and he always calls me queen, and I'm like, but I love him. So he's like, one night he wanted to leave early, and he was like, I'll give you $20 to sweep my section. And in my mind, I'm like, Chelsea, you can just take the 20. And then you know what? I was seeing my ego play out, because I told him, I said, no, I'm cool. They know I don't mean no harm. I mean, don't you see the halo on top of my head? So, long story short, I told him, give me 22. He was like, what's the difference like between like 20 and 22? I said, $2 more. So he was like, you serious? He's like, you kidding me? Like I could feel like he was like, Chelsea, like I could feel his spirit like saying, Chelsea, you think you doing this to me for real? And you know what? He gave me 22. And you know what happened? Next day I got to work. I apologized to him. I said, hey, I'm sorry about how I acted yesterday. I acted from ego. And, and we just laughed it off. I mean, it was, but so I feel like what this is saying is like we're just in the transition of realizing the shift that is being taken in our ego, and being aware of when it is actually being in motion, and realizing it and catching it in that moment, and just being conscious of not allowing it to replay. Is that too deep? Because that's really how I think, divines. So I feel like that's what's going on. We're coming out from that, where there's a shift in that transition. Just realizing that our ego do sometimes come into play. It happens. We're humans, That's why we have different experience in life. But we know that these challenges, these experience only makes us stronger. So I feel like what Spirit is saying, yes, the ego happens, but also there is a birth, there is a light, there is something new that is sparking from this awareness, from this realization, from this passion. I feel like there's a lot of fire and water and air energy and earth. I feel like there's a balance. Okay, let me. Damn. This is just like doing a card reading, but just audio. This is cool. So I'm going to read 28 first. I'm just going to brush through it, divines. See what good details we can get from there. And then I'm going to do It Happens, number 37. And see what wisdom we get from there as well. And then I will close out. So, the ego. Bear in mind that you have something inside you that is stronger and more divine than what generates passions and move you like a puppet. We live enclosed in a covering. Fear dominates our idea of life. To be, we think we have to protect ourselves. And whatever invokes the death of our identity generates profound anxiety in us. In this way, our life becomes rigid. It no longer flows. Remember, if you truly desire to live, you must be ready to die. And your small ego fears both life and death. In that, it risks dying at every step. In this way, it drags you along. So to get out into life, you must let that small ego which believes it exists die. You must know that the death of your ego is not your death, but is a real opportunity for you to live a new beginning, for new life, a new chapter, a new journey. The ego is only a hard crust lacking life that envelopes you. It has to be broken and thrown away. Let's see. So that was the wisdom. That was the tea that came with, along with the energy of the ego. Releasing the ego and allowing it to be broken or throwing it away, and accepting this new opportunity to just start new. We all deserve some new beginning in our life. It happens. I am indefinite like the sea. I am like the wind that blows without boundaries. While all men act usefully, I alone am useless. But the difference between me and the others lies in the fact that I feed off my mother. So, in reality, important things simply happen. Things exist that can only be done, and you cannot expect existence will do them for you. And things exist which, whatever you do, will end in failure. So it's only when we give up will they happen. They will happen from beyond. So it's the surrendering to divine timing. See how we ending and it just comes back right around. It's the surrendering to divine timing is giving up. Giving up the fear that things will always end bad. Things will always end in failure. Giving up that. And when we give up that, then God can actually step in and make things happen from the beyond, which brings us back to that mystical energy, that polar bear energy. A whole man is open to both, to the things to do and to the things that happen. I'll repeat that. A whole man is open to both, to the things to do and to the things that happen. Remember though, the action can never be more than the person who acts. In happening, what happens belongs to a superior level to you. It flows onto you from above like a cascade of flowers or blessings. So, I think what Spirit is really saying is, when you say you really let go and you allow God to mingle in our business, we become whole, we become one with God. It's like we trust and we trust that God is guiding us. We trust and we surrender and we have faith that all is well, because we are one with God, we are one with the divine, and because of that relationship, because of because of that connection, and just trusting that every action we take is God guided or God given. It's a sign, you take it as a sign from God, then you are now navigating through life on this journey at your highest self, which then allows God's blessings, God's love to flow over you, for you to receive a cascade of blessings. I'm hearing a cornucopia. It's like you're experiencing serendipity. You know what I mean? So this is the energy shift for this week, divines, my loves. I hope you picked up a vibe or two, something that sticks with you this week, and just let you be more present and expand, the awareness, and enjoy the mystery. That's what I'm doing. I'm here enjoying the mystery because I don't know shit. I love you, divines. As always, peace, love, light, healing. Enjoy the vibes. Enjoy the mystical energy. Be mindful of the ego, and be patient, and trust that's everything. Trust the universal flow. Trust the vibes that you get. And remember, no man stands alone. So reach out. Teamwork. Come together. So have faith that all is well. I love you, divines. I love you, divines. I love you, divines. I love you, divines. And navigate swiftly. Flow. Stay golden. Peace.